Hey there, today I will share travel tips for when your flight is delayed or canceled. Weather can wreak havoc on airline operations. Staff problems could mean your flight is delayed or even canceled. And this summer, maintenance and mechanical problems are causing a lot of delays and cancellations for airline passengers. But hopefully these tips are going to help you be ready before you go, and then also know what to do if it really does happen to you, like it did with me on all 4 of my flights last week. There are 4 travel tips you can do before you leave your house in case your flight is delayed. Number 1, pack snacks. I have gotten away from that habit for flying in an airplane. Just last week, we missed the snack service on 2 different flights because of turbulence, and it was not safe enough for the flight attendants to do the entire service. And then we also, because of delayed flights, missed the meal time while we were flying. So we went like 10 hours without having any food. Check your flight's departure time before you leave your house, either on the airline's website or on the airline app that you have already downloaded. And you're going to click check flight status. This next tip can help save your vacation, especially if your luggage is lost because of a delayed flight or the airplane not getting your luggage for some reason. You're going to pack a shirt and maybe 2 undies in a compression packing cube. They have 2 zippers, and the first one is going to zip it up and the second one compresses the air. You're going to pack this in the bottom of your personal item bag, be it a backpack or a tote bag, just in case. It's like a book down there and you will not even notice it's there. Number 4 is to download Netflix shows or even YouTube videos to your phone in case you were sitting on a tarmac, but especially for this reason. A lot of the 5G towers cannot be near airports anymore for safety reasons, so it is very hard to watch like even a little 5-second clip on Instagram. And the way you do that is just go to YouTube and search how to download Netflix onto my phone. Because when you're up in the air, like you can watch the entire show or movie or video, and you do not have to have internet access or Wi-Fi. One helpful tip to know is that airlines are still allowing you to change your flight without a fee. The major airlines are allowing that still. Another tip that I learned last week after all 4 of my flights were delayed, and that is to not plan your excursion or your bucket list excursions the day that you arrive on that vacation. Several of our plans got canceled and we could not fit them into another day's tours. In the airplane, wear layers around your waist because an airport could be freezing, but the airplane could be burning up hot. And that's why I do not wear vests when I travel, because I cannot tie them around my waist. I do have a video, it's one of my top watched videos over the last 7 years, called What Not to Wear Inside the Airplane, that I think will help you. One other tip my mom realized is she only had downloaded 1 book onto her Kindle and she finished, and then we were delayed 2 of our flights. So she read the magazine, I gave her my book, and I watched my shows that I had downloaded. So make sure you have those extra books. One tip is to have the rental car and the hotel number in the notes section of your phone. Any kind of documentation you can take a picture of and upload it onto the notes part of your phone, or just have them printed out and inside your personal item bag. A lady that we met through a delayed flight had not packed her medicine in her personal item bag, and her suitcase had been checked, but it did not make it to her location. So she was without her important medicine for a couple of days before her bag made it. So make sure you have like a little baggie or a pouch even of your important medicine, anything important, or especially chargers, in a little bag that you have in your personal item bag. And by the way, chargers, like the battery part of chargers, are not allowed in checked suitcases because they're combustible and you don't want that in the belly of the airplane. So always keep the battery part, if you are separating your tech gear, in case your suitcase gets checked last minute because of the full airplanes, meaning there are no overhead bin spaces left for your carry-on suitcase. That did not happen to us this time. I was so surprised. Another thing that you can do before you get to that airport, or you are laying over in a certain airport like Denver, JFK maybe, George Bush Intercontinental near me, check if they have little offerings for delayed flights like minute suites. I know they're in several, like probably 13 airports across the United States. They're little rooms that are quiet. They have Wi-Fi and TV available for free, and a pleather trundle bed that's clean. It's just a good space to get away, especially if you have like a 5-hour delay. And some of the passport cards, or whatever that benefit is that a lot of credit cards give you, passport, what is it called? I'm sure you'll see it in the comments below. But that will give you a free hour rental, I believe. Some of them let you rent a huge room that is attached to a walk-in like bathroom, shower facility just for your room. One tip is, if you buy your airplane ticket from a third-party service, which we never do, in case you did not pay for the "if your flight is canceled" service, this will mean that you get rebooked on another flight. The airlines are not responsible for rebooking you, okay? Make sure you read the fine print, put on your suit coat, get down to business and read the fine print. On the other hand, many airlines have different processes for how they handle delayed flights or canceled flights. So do read the fine print. It's awful, but we have to be our own advocate sometimes. If your flight is delayed, make sure you have that app downloaded or you are near the customer service line. The fastest way, we think, is by using the app, because you can rebook yourself. Pack a portable charger for your phone for 3 important reasons. Number 1, with many flights delayed near each gate where the airplane parks in the airport and you need to charge your phone with an outlet, there are only a few for each gate. Number 2, if your outlet under your airplane seat does not work, like the back half of our airplane didn't work during our flight last week, you need a charger for your phone. And number 3, if there's only one USB outlet in the rental car, like the brand new RAV4 we rented last week, you will need a portable charger, because on vacation you will need a portable power bank, because on vacation we are using so much battery with our camera and video part of our camera. If you are flying to an international destination or to a cruise ship, we recommend getting the travel insurance. I do not have a certain one that we love. We always have booked hotel rooms that are fully refundable when we've gone overseas. One tip, my husband, who is a pilot, by the way, my name is Laurie, and I have packed in only a carry-on suitcase for over 20 years because we fly standby. But last week, my husband realized, when he was trying to do multiple flights in one day, is that he did not have enough time in between flights to get food. And here's the reason why. There are so many people traveling this summer, or there are so many flights that are delayed that many people are in line. So there are long lines at the restaurants, at the coffee shop. You can also do order ahead if you have the app. He can't do that while he's flying, to order ahead at Starbucks. But know that you may not have time to get that food or even a snack. And some of our favorite snacks are graham crackers, peanut butter crackers, granola bars, peanut butter M&Ms, or peanut M&Ms, not the peanut butter ones. Ew. But the espresso ones are so good. Cheez-Its, just snacks like that you can pack in a baggie. You can even buy a meal at the restaurant and have that snack on board, and it doesn't count as a bag. So there's a travel hack for you. If you buy something at duty-free shop, or use the bag from a restaurant and pack some clothes in there. I don't know. Another tip to remember is that since you may be in a really long line, do not miss your flight by standing in that line because you did not follow this tip. And that is that airlines board 20 to 40 minutes before departure time for domestic flights. If you are flying an international flight for that part of your trip, then it could board 45 minutes to 50 minutes before departure time. So when you have your ticket, you're going to see, oh, my plane leaves at 2:30. I need to be at the gate ready to get in line at 2 o'clock or 1:50 for a domestic flight, or 1:45 or even 1:35 before an international flight. Weather caused so many delays and cancellations right at the beginning of people's vacations. But if you remember from our interview of my husband, who's a pilot, he reminded us that the Federal Aviation Administration has put rules in place for rest rules, how many days in a row pilots can work and how many hours in a day that they are able to work. And once they get onto airport property, they have started working, and they're supposed to be there almost an hour before the first flight leaves for the day. So add in a 3-hour flight and then a 2-hour delay before it starts, then they're almost done with their day. And it is for our safety as well. Another reason that flights have been delayed this summer especially is that so many people are enjoying their family vacations again, and they are filling the airplanes, and all airlines are using so many of their airplanes that they have that when one breaks and needs maintenance or a mechanic, they do not have another airplane to fill that spot just waiting in the wings, ready to be a substitute airplane for that flight. So that is one of the main reasons so many flights on every airline have been delayed. But thankfully, this first week of July, there haven't been too many delays. If you check the TSA.gov website, you can see how many passengers will go through the TSA line each day. They count that number, okay? And it is in the millions. So just imagine trying to rebook 500,000 in one day, in one airline, rebooking 500,000 people on just the limited number of airplanes that they have, and it can cause major flight delays and cancellations. Download the free travel hacks for a hotel room in the first comment below. I also have some other travel tip videos for you. I hope these tips help. If you have had any success after a delayed flight or a canceled flight, just list it in the comments, and do not miss the comments. Our viewers travel more than I do, and they have great lessons that they have learned from all of the awful experiences that they have had, but also the mistakes that they have made while traveling and learn from. That's what's so great about our channel. All right, do not forget about the other videos and all of the details in my first comment, especially the hotel hack free list of things that the free list of hotel hacks that I have for you down below. Say hey if we have not met yet.